I refused to have my hair blow dried. I've told this story to Stella. When I was
Good.
trying to describe to him how curly and frizzy my hair was when I
Oh
was
yeah,
younger.
I teased her about it. I was like, "Hi, you have like, so you have some Asian hair in your system."
Oh, I've got the eyes, might as well have the hair.
Did I say that,
But
or did I say black people hair? I don't remember.
you said African hair because
Oh, yeah,
that's
there
what
we
I
go. I
told
said
you about
African hair. Yeah,
how
yeah.
on my dad's side I've got that, but no one wants to admit it.
Mhm.
When I was telling you about that side of the family. But she decided to blow dry it and like freshly cut it for picture day, and she blow dried it, and I had a square afro for picture day.
Awesome. Yeah. With since we share the same hair, tech somewhat. Usually, coconut oil is used to take care of that sort of hair in order to straighten it and smooth it out. You can't just wash it and blow dry it because you're gonna end up looking like you did at the time. But yeah,
Oh, like the
oil is usually used to straighten it.
first time I went to get my hair like done professionally at a salon, which I say that, but it was like a Walmart Supercuts, so it wasn't technically an awesome salon.
Oh my god.
Shut up, poor people.
They actually have a time limit to do it. They have a time limit.
But my grandmother took me, which my grandmother, raised in a different time, so she thinks differently. And when the lady pulled out products that are typically used for, like the cocoa butter and like the
Hmm.
strong products, she kind of had a little hiss fit. She
Oh,
doesn't need that. Her hair's not that bad.
it's like, no, it's not that it's bad. That woman who was doing her hair, she took one look and it was like, oh yeah, gotta pull out the big guns. That's what happened. Oh, and her
And
head, she probably.
afterwards,
Your grandmother?
what?
I said, did she listen to your grandmother?
No, my grandmother's the one who kind of freaked out, saying my hair's not that bad. She doesn't need that strong of product.
No, I'm pretty.
That's what I'm saying. Did the girl, the hairdresser, listen to
Mm-mm.
Of course not. That hairdresser knows what she doing. Her
And
hair,
my hair turned out perfect.
yeah, good. It's like her hair, she don't need. Her hair ain't that bad. The hell you doing? It's like, whoa, easy, grandma. I need to take care of this correctly. Do you want your daughter? Do you want your granddaughter looking like shit when she leaves? No. That's what I would have said.
And that's why nowadays I have the side, because even with the back of my hair and one side of my hair shaved, my hair is still thick enough that if I comb it over, it looks natural. That's how thick and voluptuous it is, I guess.
That's cool. I don't know. I have a weird attraction towards fritzy hair and afro hair and shit. I've been trying to put my. Never mind.
should I say that it's because you're black, or should I put
Obvious joke go, shallow.
It's not as frizzy as it used to
the real
be.
question? The real question is, do you also like flared pants?
What? What is that?
Wait, are you talking about bell bottoms?
Stuff.
What is
I
that
have a
mean?
pair of those. Oh
Tight
my god.
shirts?
Tie-dye shirt. He's making an joke. I got it. Cause that used to be a style. I got it.
God damn it.
The tan bell bottoms with the laces at the bottom.
What? What
Yes.
kind? I'm not living in the 80s. What kind of bullshit?
He's,
Well, they're still they're here. I mean, technically, technically, it's not a style. It's not really supposed to be a style. That's just how our hair grows, naturally.
My hair isn't.
Well, fuck them. They're all stupid fools. I don't know.
I mean, I think I damaged my hair though, because it's not as frizzy as it used to be. But I had my emo days where I did nothing but straighten my hair. You've seen a few of those pictures still. I mean, it's still curly as hair. If I freshly wash it and dry it, it still pops out like 5 inches from my head. So.
Yeah, Afro isn't actually technically it's not a style. Neither are dreadlocks.
I didn't do that when I was younger, but my grandmother had a hissy fit.
What?
Oh, when I was younger, I wanted to try to do the dreadlock look, but my grandmother threw a hissy fit. A lot of the things I've ever...
Oh wait, right, you said your grandmother's the old one. Old style of thinking. Oh, that sucks.
That, like, she's really old style. Like, once, when I did talk about dyeing my hair black when I was in middle school, she said I couldn't dye my hair black or red because only bad girls have their hair colored black or red.
Your grandma sounds straight like, she sounds straight like a movie grandma. God damn.
She is. Oh yeah, you heard her the other night. She'll talk all dirty and stuff, but as soon as she's out in public, it's like, no, I wouldn't say anything like that. That's disgusting.
It's like, Grandma, let me see what you're working with, gal. Come on.
But my hair has been a big contention for her throughout my entire life. Like, my mom, apparently she let my mom do whatever the fuck she wanted with her hair. So my mom would dye her hair like purple or pale blue and shit like that in high school. But as soon as I was born, it was like, you do not fucking touch her hair. You let it grow. So I could never dye my hair when I was younger. I could never cut it, which means I had long frizzy hair that was down to my ass for most of my life. And I can't tell you how badly she freaked out when I, one night, just because I've been up for like 2 days straight, was like, you know what? I'm going to cut my own hair. So I got a razor and some scissors and I cut it. Didn't do too bad of a job. I had a nice emo like fringe for a while. When I went through the emo phase, but that's not fun.
Monkey hair! Sorry. 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 Sorry.
See, nowadays when I like brush, after I wash and brush my hair out, like it automatically lays to one side, well because it's shaved, but also like the bangs do. But I think that's because over the years I've been trading my hair to like stay over on one side. Because I usually wear my fringe to my left, since the left eye's the worst eye, so I don't mind that being covered.
I still need my damn glasses.
I still need to go back to the eye doctor to get new glasses and to see if I do have blind spots in my left eye. Because the doctor last time...
I'm blind in my left eye. Like, I can't see out of it. It's unfortunate.
Oh, see, last time I went to the eye doctor, which was a couple of years ago, he mentioned that he thinks I have blind spots, but my mom didn't listen to him at the time. And he also said my grandmother was going to start developing cataracts, and now she's developing cataracts, and I'm just sitting over here like, oh my god, what if he's right about blind spots? And the thing is, I don't notice anything, so I don't know if it's just because I wouldn't notice in the first place, or...
If it makes the economy better, I've had cataracts from an early age.
It doesn't, Shallow.
Ugh. Everything I love involves eyes. I hate to lose my eyes.
Yeah, get it replaced with a robotic eye.
Oh, did you say kidney stones?
I've already passed kidney stones, and I have several of my kidney stones.
Everything is just fucked up with you, isn't it?
Let's just admit, this entire group has just fucked up medical shit.
Shallow, I somehow wonder how you're alive some days. Like, what keeps you going?
Maybe.
It better be. Man, it gotta be something. Most people would have given up.
A lot of people can't play Smite the way that I'm not necessarily skilled to deal with it as much as I can either, so.
Oh, lightheaded. I need to fall on my bed for a second. Oh, ow. Ow.
Like, most of me dies, for example, the past 2 times I wrestled with my grandmother and my mom. I didn't shed a tear until I actually seen them at the funeral.
Oh, I don't tear at all. Not anymore. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah,
The
man.
whole emotional, it's like I'm a fucking castle, I really don't think about stuff. I just ride the bike.
I don't think about it. I just know it's there and it's gonna happen to everybody. So I move on. Like, I've been to 15 funerals in the last 3 years, and since last month and this month, 7 people I know have died. Lost 2 to the hurricanes. So I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate.
There's not a whole lot you can do about the hurricanes.
No, can't do stuff about the hurricanes.
Aside from not the area might stay there.
Yeah, I warned her. No, doesn't. What was the reason for staying? Her dad figured he could protect them. And I was trying to tell her, you need to go because you cannot. You can't, but I said I told her straight up. I said it's highly impossible that you can defend against a hurricane. I said that is Mother Nature rolling in at 300 miles per hour or more, lifting steel off the ground, lifting tons of metal and brick and concrete off the ground, flinging it around, throwing cars and stuff. I said that stuff is real. I said that's real, so you need to leave. And then, she was telling me how her dad said, that, they really wouldn't know where to go, so they took the chances, and she wound up dead. Yeah, she collapsed. She was collapsed under the house, and her dad, when her dad was going out looking for food and stuff, collapsed under the house, and then he tried to get her. When he came back, he's like half the house was gone, and stuff, and the car was inside of the living room, and it was like he said it was like a 3 feet hole inside that the car made from smashing into the ground. That's how powerful the hurricane was. So, she was stuck under there and she basically suffocated.
So was she on the edge
No, she's all the way in the Caribbean islands where it first started.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, was she where it started?
Yes, she was.
FEMA said
She was exactly where it started, and her island got hit bad. Her island was hit bad, and plus, and it's bad because, you know, that island, it's not like over here. They don't have these large buildings and stuff that could possibly be of some protection. You know, most of the things they have are short houses and, you know, a bunch of trees.
I mean, they could just as easily go into a cellar, though.
They don't have it.
You don't think that down there they have any cells?
On where she is, they don't have anything. Because I asked those questions when it was approaching. I asked her all these different questions because I was scared, you know. Yeah, people that live, but she, unfortunately, she didn't make it. I can't do anything about that. That's Mother Nature's wrath taken through.
Yeah, like, what I remember Kima saying was, I don't mind staying here because it's only 190 miles an hour when it gets here. She said it was 300 when she got hit, so I'm like, Jesus. You know,
Yeah.
it's a big difference.
Mhm. Her little brother, her mom, her dad is crippled now because he got damaged in there. But her little brother's alive because when the stuff started getting crazy near her house, she put him inside of a steel box that her daddy used for storage. So she put him in there the whole time.
Well, to stay to a certain degree, but they also have just what, like into a bathroom similar to a tornado.
Her house isn't that durable. It's made of like not even brick. It's a mix up of things because her dad built it like a long time ago. So it's made of wood and brick and just a whole bunch of other stuff that aren't really compatible with each other.
Well, no, I meant the bathtub specifically.
Oh,
Just the bathtub.
bathtub. Huh, I never even asked if she had a
Not have
bathtub.
bathtub?
I don't know.
Because you can literally get in a bathtub with a mattress. And that's what people do during tornadoes, too.
Maybe they didn't have one, or maybe she was just thinking fast at the time because she does that a lot.
Okay, I mean, you know, like, it wouldn't have done much if the car hit it, obviously.
Yeah.
Might have saved her, you know, at least kept them alive or something, but...
Yeah. I don't know. But that's a friend I lost, and the other friend I lost, he crashed and died. That was him.
Okay, warrior. Crashed.
Hmm. Throughout the hurricane, he was trying to get home.
Um,
He hit a tree. He hit a tree and just. I guess they said his mother. Yes, it was the wind. They said his mother said it was instant death. Yeah.
of course, I guess instant death is better than suffocating.
Probably.
Because I'm really drowned before that's not fun.
I've had a near-death experience in a fight, unfortunately. I literally felt my life slipping away as I was getting jumped over here in the Bronx. Not fun, Shala. Not fun at all.
upper hand.
Cheyennes. You nasty fucker.
I don't want it there. She's not putting it there.
Well, kick her. Fucking Hadouken Shoryuken to the face. I'll be right back.
Well, I can't say bad names, just because all of us right there is bad names.
What do you think, Shella? I like them. Shella, say my greenhouse is awesome.
So I'm waiting for it to load in on my messages. Oh, yes, yes. My charger actually, I agree. That sounds like
Which street pool does it, Shella?
we're all doing. I'm trying to load your picture, but it's not loading it at all.
Oh, Victoria.
Might as well take it whenever we get there. Refresh my messages finally. Oh my god. That's hard enough.
Perhaps he's afraid.
I finally unlocked the greenhouse, and in my first year, so it's winter outside.
What game is this?
Stardew Valley.
Oh. What are you supposed to do on it?
It's a country life simulator.
You ever played the Harvey
Except it's way better than Harvest. Well, there's not really an overarching story, and it can go on forever. I've seen people go into year 75. As high as I've seen. Well, I'm already close to my first year being done, and I've been playing for the past 2 days. So time goes quickly. I think for every 10 minutes, I forget the time conversion, but you farm shallow. Like, you start up a little farm, leave your soul-sucking job at JoJo Mart and move out to the city because the opening of the game is your grandfather's basically dying, and he hands you a letter and says, don't open it now, but open when one day the crushing burdens of modern life, like, fuck over your soul type shit. And in the letter was a deed to his old farm in Stardew Valley, so you've got to kind of clear the place out, which is what I'm working on at the moment, chopping down wood and trees and shit like that. But you farm, you can go mining. What you're gonna have to do if you want like resources to make better tools, or sprinklers if you want to go the industrial route. There is kind of a little bit of a story, and there's this abandoned community center that has these fairy-like beings called Jamunos, basically blobby-looking creatures, which is what I was talking about earlier, having to go get high with a wizard to understand what they're saying. And you have to make friends with the town folk. Well, you don't have to, you can completely ignore them, but it's better to, because you get many stories out of them, especially if you decide to romance someone, which there's 10, if I'm not mistaken, romance options in total. 5 guys, 5 girls, not gender gated.
And you have lesbian romance.
I just said they're not gender gated.
Oh, I thought you said gender baited.
Oh no, they're not gender gated. So if you play as a guy and you want to romance one of the guys, you can romance them. Or if you play as a girl, you can romance another girl. Which is something Harvest Moon doesn't do.
I haven't played either of the games, so...
Oh no, Harvest Moon, it's a traditional Japanese game, so there's no same-sex relationships.
Yeah.
And then this game was done in 4 years by one single guy. He's still working on it. He's adding a multiplayer.
But it's not like that he really went out of his way with the graphics and all this and that. He just had the general idea and ran with it, right?
What are you talking about? The graphics are amazing. It's... I guess...
It reminds me of Pokemon.
Understand. It's more of a style, like, have you ever played Isaac the Binding?
Yeah.
Like that, those aren't exactly... It's hard to describe, it's not... The graphics are good. It's just a style he chose. It's really in the old vein of old Harvest Moon, not new age Harvest Moon.
64-bit graphics.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it reminds me of. It's just like older games, like Pokemon and stuff like that. Obviously, it's going to be better because that stuff wouldn't fly these days. But have you ever played? What's it called? Advance Wars? Something. It was something on the DS. The graphic style. Yeah, the graphic style reminds me of that too. It's just one of those things that reminds you of that stuff. So really, what's the whole point?
Farming is the whole point. And have fun.
No,
I mean,
I wouldn't say it's like at the end of the game, what are you supposed to accomplish? Accomplish, yourself. What all can you do?
Okay. You can restore the community center, first off. At the end... Second, let me check. Never mind, the leather's not on his grave anymore, shit. The ghost of your grandfather is supposed to visit you on your 3rd year and give you an evaluation, but because the game's endless, virtually, you can end up redoing that evaluation if you have a diamond, to get a higher rating if you want. And oh my god, oh, that's gonna bother me. It's not symmetrical at all. And to build up your farming empire is the goal. It's really just more about relaxing, having fun. There's no, again, no overarching plot besides the community center, which there's actually another way you can go about that. If you decide to buy a JoJo Mart membership, you can buy community upgrades, which is more of the industrial route, where you just buy everything instead of going around looking for all the special ingredients the Jamondos want. Because to complete every community bundle, you have to get a certain amount of an item that's usually only available during certain seasons.
How hard would it take to do
The greenhouse? See, I've never completed, and I've played through this twice. Not all the way to completion, obviously, but I've played through twice, and I've never unlocked the greenhouse my first year, because it has a bundle that's the Artisans bundle that requires things like animal products and stuff you get from turning those animal products into goods, like cheese or goat cheese. And to get goats, you have to have an upgraded barn, and the barn costs a lot of money and a lot of wood and stone, which you've got to farm in the XP type sense to get. Right now, I am still chopping down wood and trying to get enough money so I can get the most upgraded barn, so I can eventually get pigs. But right now I'm just upgrading it because once you upgrade it to its highest point, it has an auto feeder that automatically puts your hay on the trough, so you don't have to do it by hand, which makes taking care of the animals a lot easier. Just because I have 2 void chickens, 2 ducks, and 3 regular chickens. Then 3 cows.
With the greenhouse, how useful is the greenhouse?
Okay, so during winter, nothing grows. There's no crops that grow during winter, which is another thing that's different from Harvest Moon, because in Harvest Moon they usually have winter crops you can grow, but in this one they go by the thing that, everything's dead during winter, so you can't grow any regular crops unless you get wild seeds, which wild seeds cost a lot to make with the crafting mechanic. So you're basically either stuck taking care of your animals or mining or fishing. This is the time to do all the stuff you couldn't do beforehand because you were focused on taking care of your crops. Right now, I'm trying to get enough gold to make quality sprinklers so I can have some automatically water crops in the morning, so I have a little bit more time to make friends with the villagers and see their special heart events and stuff like that. But the greenhouse essentially lets me plant seeds from any season, so they can be like spring seeds, and I can plant them in fall and they still grow. I can plant, I think, the like fruit trees in there, and they produce their fruit all year instead of just during their specific season. So it's an extra source of cash, because right now all the cash that I'm getting in is from making cheese and mayonnaise, which 2 deals of cheese and 2 deals of mayonnaise, they're selling for a lot, but they're not selling enough for me to get all the upgrades I'm looking to get this winter before spring rolls around. Like, I took nearly all the stash I had from fall just to upgrade my pail, my watering pail, to a gold pail, which holds more water and waters a longer, like, strip of land. And that's not even considering, and I just remembered, I need to be able to save up money this season, because when spring does roll around, I'm going to have money for the very first day just to buy up a whole bunch of seeds to get everything started. Which means I'm going to have to map out a new little piece of farmland, figure out where my sprinklers are. God damn it, there's so much work. Which is the fun part. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It bothers me that there's no crops, aside from the crafted ones that grow in winter.
Although the ones that grow in the winter, the crafted crops, are all the wild seeds, wild fruit that you can find during winter. Like you can grow the crystal, wait, what are they called? Let me look at my chest. Crystal fruit. Crystal fruit grows during the season. Snow yams, holly, and crocus. A flower that can bloom in the winter. That's all it says. Oh yeah, I know that, especially with Harvest Moon, because they usually have those winter crops that you can grow. But in this one, I guess it's just like an off-season, something to make it a bit more difficult. Because this season I can, because something I've been having trouble with doing right now is upgrading my watering pail, because they usually recommend, like, if there's a rainy day, since it automatically waters the crops because it's raining, to upgrade your pail then. But even then, it takes 2 days to fully upgrade the pail at the blacksmith's. So that's still 1 day, unless it rains twice in a row, but it's still 1 day without watering crops, which sets back the entire timetable. And in winter, there's really no crops to worry about, so I can upgrade my pail without having to worry about, oh no, I'm gonna miss a day. And this gives you a chance to also harvest a lot of wood and just dive as deep into the mines as you want, because I still have yet to reach the bottom. And I'm only on, I think, the 75th level. Did I make it to 80? No, I didn't make it to 80, because there's no lava yet. Oh. I think it goes past 100. I think it's 125. In a different playthrough, I've reached the bottom, and there's a star drop at the bottom, which gives you, like, more energy. And there's a key there which lets you into Skull Cavern, but you can't go to Skull Cavern until the bus is repaired, which it's repaired by one of the community bundles, completing it all the way, so there's multiple little bundles that you have to complete it. But once you get that, you can go to the desert and to the oasis, where you can buy rare seeds that aren't sold at the regular store, where you can find coconuts, some specialty fish that are only found there, and then you can get to go into Skull Cavern. And the first time I ever went to Skull Cavern, I ended up restarting the entire day because I died in it. And if you die in the mines or in Skull Cavern, someone like finds you as like, oh, well, I hope you're okay. And then you realize you've lost progression and lost some of the items in your bag. Which the reason I restarted that day is because I lost my pretty crystal dagger. But you can't buy that, you find that in the mines, so you lose that, you're kind of fucked. Unless you don't use daggers, and then, well, I guess okay. Because I'm thief. Because thief always has to use a dagger. Oh, what's the possibility? No, fuck no. No, thank you. First off, I don't think there's any bows and arrows in this game. But there is a slingshot, which you can put explosive ammo into it if you got it. But, you gotta keep in mind, this game was originally made for just PC. So it's mouse settings for the slingshot. The type of stuff that you like click and pull back and aim like that. But controller, so I can't. It's horrible. It's horrible to use. I'd rather stick to my pointy objects. Like during one of the festivals in fall, which is the fall state fair, one of the mini games is a slingshot mini game, which I hear you can make a lot of star tokens in, but these controls are horrendous for the slingshot. The one thing I wish they'd fix is the slingshot. Everything else transitions so well. They even have an option now for controller settings that basically means your mouse auto clicks towards things. You can't like drag the mouse over the screen anymore freely. It like auto locks to something like it would in a regular PS4 game. But I have that turned off because there's certain things you just can't like go and click or are difficult to do. Like you gotta go over to the trash can and then up to see the bundles. And I'd rather just have the mouse freely move so I can just go over and click it. And I thought putting like the controller options on would fix the slingshot. Nope, slingshot's still shit. I finally have enough wood. Now I need money. I need all the money. I mean, I have 12,000, but I need... Wait, how much do I need for a barn? Oh no, I can't remember. I think I need like 30,000 for a barn, if I'm not mistaken. That or 25,000. I'm getting bored. Stealth, crack open your piggy bank. I'm... I doubt you could. I don't think he is either. My trash talking will go to waste. Oh man, I might have taken a picture of it, but I didn't. Shit. Abigail's best girl. Alright. Doesn't ring the bell. Sounds familiar, and I could probably place it if I saw it, but... Shallow. You can't look at that picture and not say Abigail, best girl. One I just sent. No, on the PS message. I don't know if you can see in that picture. Oh, yes, you can. There's a Chronos poster above her TV. Chronos Trigger. Mm-hmm. Yes. She has different dialogue depending if the character is a boy or a girl. And she says that line, she says differently if you're a guy. She says, oh, well, I guess it's a no-brainer that you can work a joystick so well. Something to that effect. She also eats rocks. You give her quartz or other stones besides amethyst, and she'll say, "Oh, how'd you know I was hungry?"